Hello students, welcome to the video class for the subject Power Electronics and PLC. This subject and this video is for 5th semester Electrical and Electronics Diploma Engineering students. So today's topic is the cycloconverter. So we studied here about the basic principle of cycloconverter, working principle of single phase step up and step down cycloconverter, and then we at last we know about the application of cycloconverter. So let's begin with the definition and the basic principle of cycloconverter. So cycloconverter is a circuit which converts input power at one frequency to output power at different frequency with one stage conversion. This is your cycloconverter. So cycloconverter mainly what it does, it converts power from lower, uh, it converts power at one frequency to output power of different frequency. That in one line you can say that cycloconverter is a circuit which can convert power at one frequency to another frequency in one stage conversion. Okay, so you also call cycloconverter as a frequency changer. So cycloconverter mainly of two types, that is one is step down cycloconverter, another one is step up cycloconverter. We will go to this step down and step up cycloconverter one by one in the later part of this video. Okay, so step down cycloconverter, what happens in the step down cycloconverter? In step down cycloconverter, the output frequency f0 is lower than the supply frequency fs. You can uh, in the step down, here it is written in the step down cycloconverter, this is output frequency is in step down, see, in step down the output frequency is less than supply frequency, that means f0 less than fs. And in step up cycloconverter, output frequency is greater than supply frequency, that is f0 greater than fs. Okay, so the operating principle of step down cycloconverter and the step up cycloconverter we will study it in detail. So see, in the previous time, in the earlier time, actually mercury arc rectifier was used as cycloconverter for converting three phase 50 Hz supply to single phase 16 2 by 3 Hz supply for use in AC traction system in Germany. A single phase series motor, when operated at lower frequency, gives better operating characteristics. In US also, cycloconverter comprising 18 thyratron was employed to drive a 400 horsepower synchronous motor for several years in Logan Power Station. But see, the cycloconverter systems at that time did not find widespread. That means it is not used frequently. Okay, this is not popular in the market. This is not popular in the power system. It is not widespread. That's why it is used. It is not so much because at that time it is technically not attractive and commercially it is not viable. That's why it is not widespread in the earlier stage. But nowadays with the advent means with the advancement of the high power thyristors, cycloconverters are again becoming popular in the power system and in the market. That means it is attractive also and it is economically acceptable. Okay, so at present the application of cycloconverter, see, this is the application of cycloconverter. What is this? Speed control of high power AC drives, induction heating, static bar generation for converting variable speed alternator voltage to constant frequency output voltage for use as a power supply in aircraft or shipboard. So these are all about the general application of cycloconverter. Okay, so um, you can note it down. These are the applications of cycloconverter. So the general use of cycloconverter is to provide either a variable frequency power from a fixed input frequency power or it is general use of cycloconverter is provide either, that means it provide variable frequency power output from a fixed input frequency power, or it can give fixed frequency power from a variable input frequency power. Okay, so next we switch to the principle of cycloconverter operation. So the basic principle of operation of step up as well as step down cycloconverter is what actually we studied the basic principle of step up and step down cycloconverter by considering a single phase to single phase cycloconverter. That means here the power converted means here the input power frequency converted to the output power frequency. Here the conversion takes place in single phase case, that means single phase to single phase cycloconverter. Okay, for describing principle of operation of cycloconverter, first see here two circuit configuration is here. One is midpoint configuration, another one is this is bridge configuration. Okay, so for studying the step up cycloconverter, we study the basic principle for single phase to single phase step up cycloconverter. First we go through the midpoint configuration, and then we go to the bridge configuration. Okay, so see what happens. uh, First let's take the midpoint configuration. What happens in midpoint configuration? This is the circuit. C. Yeah, this is the circuit. What you see, supply Vs is given, then one single phase transformer is connected here. Single phase transformer means in this transformer, uh, in the secondary side winding of the transformer there is a center tapping, and four thyristors are connected, P1 N1 P2 N2. Load is here. We consider for in generally we consider the resistive load. We consider here the resistive load. See, in the midpoint configuration, it consists of single phase transformer with midpoint tap on the secondary winding and four thyristor P1 N1 P2 N2. So here P1 and P2 are the positive group thyristors, N1 and N2 are the in this diagram, and N1 and N2 are the negative group thyristors. Load is connected in between the secondary winding um, midpoint O and the terminal A. This is the load connection part. Okay, so here the given direction of the output voltage and output current are marked as positive direction for output voltage and output current. This is given here. This is the current direction, this is the voltage direction. Okay, so how this operates, let's see. During positive half cycle, a supply voltage during positive half cycle means this is positive, this is negative. During positive half cycle, a supply voltage is given. That means terminal A is positive with respect to terminal B. See here, terminal A positive, terminal with respect to terminal B. Therefore in this positive half cycle, both SCRs P1 and N2 are forward biased from omega t equal to 0 to omega t equal to pi. When A positive and B negative, A positive means P1 forward biased and B negative, in this case N2 forward biased. So P1 and N2 are forward biased from omega t equal to 0 to omega t equal to pi. As such, SCR P1 is turned on at omega t equal to 0. That means when we give get pulse at omega t equal to 0, when we give get pulse to P1 at omega t equal to 0, so that load voltage is positive with terminal A positive and 0 negative. That means current will flow like this, from this to this, in this direction. Okay, here this A positive and here A positive and O negative. Okay, so the load voltage now follows the positive envelope of the supply. So this is the load envelope, this is okay, this part. Then at instant omega t1, the instant is here, this is the instant omega t1. So at instant omega t1, P1 is force commutated and forward bias thyristor N2 is turned on, so that load voltage is negative with terminal O positive and A negative. The load or output voltage now traces the negative envelope of the supply voltage. See, when P1 force commutated, that means P1 is off, that means now current will flow like this, O in this direction, that means O positive and A negative. So that's why the output is now like here, this. Clearly understood? This is the output. This is the output here through N2. Okay. So now at omega t equal to N2, omega t at omega t2, N2 is force commutated and P1 is turned on. So now the waveform, the load voltage is now again positive. Now the waveform, output waveform follows the positive envelope of the supply voltage. Okay, after omega t equal to pi. Okay, so now you clearly understood this is the waveform. You see, this is the waveform you got in the positive half, like this. Okay, so see, at omega t equal to pi, terminal B is positive. Next, this is B positive and A negative. When negative half cycle occur at omega t equal to pi, this is the pi point. Okay, so at omega t equal to pi, terminal B is positive with respect to terminal A. Both SCRs P2 and N1 are therefore forward biased from omega t equal to pi to 2 pi. So at omega t equal to pi, N2 is force commutated. See here, N2 operated at that time. So N2 is force commutated and forward bias SCR P2 is turned on. So at omega t equal to 1 by 2 Fs, P2 turn on means like in this path. Okay, so at omega t equal to 1 by 2 Fs and plus 1 by 2 F0, P2 is force commutated. Here P2 is force commutated and forward bias SCR N1 is turned on. So in this manner, thyristor P1 N2 for first half cycle and P2 N1 in the second half cycle and so on are switched alternatively between positive and negative envelope at high frequency. As a result, output voltage of frequency F0 higher than the supply frequency Fs is obtained. See here, F0 is equal to 6 Fs. How it is? See your Fs is up to this much. This is your, actually it is Ts. Okay, so but here output, see, one output cycle is up to this much. This is your one output cycle. So this is your T0, or you can see this is your T0. So see, in one TS you got 1 2 3, you got TS is equal to 6T0. Okay, so TS, see, TS is equal to 6T0. TS is 1 by Fs is equal to 6 into 1 by F0, or you can write F0 is equal to 6Fs, which you got at this part. Finally your F0 is equal to 6Fs, which is obviously greater than Fs. So finally F0 greater than Fs. This is your, here output frequency is greater than the supply frequency. This is your step-up cyclo converter. Okay. Thank you.